marvel of Kalai engineering, and last of the three great Ark ships. Each created to ensure the continuation of our culture in a dark time. Within its chambers rest contingents of zealots, Templar who bravely sacrificed, entering suspension so that they may serve as this vessel's army. Though it pains me greatly, I have begun severing their nerve cords. The ship's lower decks contain a star forge capable of constructing weapons of war. There is much to learn about this vessel. Its technology is ancient, yet highly advanced. We are aboard a relic from a glorious time when our culture shined as a constellation. The celestial array has been updated, Hierarch. From here, you may select our next point of travel.
With this vessel, we will avenge what has transpired, Karax, and we will free the Templar.
And welcome back, StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void. This is episode 4 getting underway, Sky Shield.
Ire is lost once more. My great vision of reclamation left in ruins. This shall not stand. The Terrans of Korhal have in their possession the Zelnaga Keystone, which Zeratul foresaw would lead to our salvation. Though I have not seen Commander Raynor in many solar returns, I believe he will give the Keystone to us. Evasive warp!
Protoss vessel, this is Commander James Raynor. Artanis? There, ain't you a sight for sore eyes?
Friend Raynor, you seem rather occupied.
Just another day at the office.
Who are these insurgents?
Call themselves Mobius Corps, an elite guard that used to work for Dr. Narud. They've been striking worlds throughout the sector, leaving few survivors. Each world attacked reported hybrid leave them.
Then truly, no world is beyond Amon's reach.
Reinforce those bulkheads. Reposition to Mark 7 Alpha. We need to form a battle line. They've overrun Sky Shield, our orbital defense platform. Looks like they've destroyed its atmospheric stabilizers. It's falling fast. If it crashes, it'll obliterate August Grad.
We will ensure that does not happen, Commander. Engage their fleet and keep their assault at bay.
Like old times, buddy. Like old times.
Hierarch, before our armies engage the enemy, it would be wise to review our military capabilities within the War Council.
A preserver? Released from stasis?
She still bears her nerve cords. She's tethered to the collar.
Hold. I am Rohana, Grand Preserver of the Valari, and your War Council advisor. You must be the executor in command.
You are not possessed by the Dark One. How is this possible?
I feel darkness lingering at the edges of my every thought, but I am not corrupted. Preservers of my station have trained to control the Kala's every ripple. I assure you, I will stave off this evil and serve you better by doing so. As all preservers, I hold the memories and personalities of Protoss prior to my submission to stasis. This will allow me to contrast your tactical decisions with those of past executors. From this chamber, you will be able to make all military allocations.
I am Artanis, Hierarch of the Daylon. I lead all that is left of our civilization. Your memories are indeed of use, Rohana. But make no mistake. If you fall to this corruption, I will not hesitate to destroy you.
It is understood. I am prepared for the Firstborn's darkest hour. Come, let me show you what may be done here. The assembly panel awaits, Hierarch. We may begin whenever you are ready. The assembly panel allows you to customize your army based on the Protoss technology we encounter. Select a warrior category to begin. Now you may choose one of the 2 factions for use in upcoming battles. These assignments are not permanent and can be altered as our combat needs change. Many battles await you, Hierarch. Choose a faction and lead them to glory.
We are the Blades of Iron.
Okay, this will be very familiar. It's exactly the same as the Evolution Pit in Heart of the Swarm. Instead of picking one of 3 mutations for your units, you pick one of 3 factions.
The Shadow Guard waits.
And similarly to the Evolution Pit and mutations, it's not permanent. You can change this between missions.
I am here in the shadows.
So you can kind of read the description over there, and I'll point out if we, choose something interesting. For now, Centurion, it's a zealot that stuns. And then a Stalker for our ranged warriors. We do use the Dragoons a little bit, but more often than not, we're going to go with Stalkers.
I am here in the shadows.
I have heard only tales of the Grand Preservers. I did not expect to encounter one aboard this vessel.
That is not surprising, Hierarch. My sisters and I are unique, trained from birth to master every intricacy of the Kala. I have experienced its true depth, plunged the infinite spectrum of emotion and memory. It is because of this gift we were selected to enter stasis, so that we may guide you in our most dire hour.
Your sisters were aboard the other Ark ships? Then they...
Are one with the Kala, fallen during the Zerg invasion of Aiur. I know this. I feel the tragedy that has befallen us, more deeply than you may realize.
A terrible burden has been laid upon you, Rohana.
Yet it is my fate to bear it. A fate foreseen by the same minds that constructed this vessel. I trust in their wisdom, Hierarch. I will serve my purpose, much as you must serve yours.
Okay, a fun fact you'll notice in honor of Zeratul, Artanis has equipped his right bracer and green Psyblade.
Karax, even without the Kala's light, I can sense your sadness, your pain. Does the Spear of Adun bring you no joy?
That is just it, Hierarch. Without the Kala, it is as if I am blind. I cannot sense your feelings, know the true depth of your thoughts. I cannot call upon the surety of other phase-smiths. I am alone.
I feel the isolation as well, as though thrashing within the vacuum of space. But you are not alone, brother.
To think, the Dark Templar have endured this existence all this time. The days ahead will not be easy.
We may not have the Kala to rely on, Karax, but we still stand as one. We will endure. There is no other option. It seems fate has drawn us together once again, James Raynor.
I'd call it luck.
Luck is a concept that is purely human in origin. We Protoss see the synchronicity of events, and know there is a grander design behind them.
It don't matter how you see it. The result's the same. So what brought you all the way out here, Artanis?
Zeratul believed that the artifact in your possession, the Keystone, he called it, could guide us to the Xel'Naga.
Where's Zeratul now?
The Dark Prelate fell on Ire. His last hope was that I would continue his quest and find a way to stop Amon.
Damn it. Always knew there was only one way this quest of his was gonna end.
His loss is great. I know you called him friend.
I went through hell to get that artifact because of his damned fool prophecies. Lost a lot of good men. If he wanted you to have it, take it. It's yours. Right now, though, we got a city to save. Sky Shield's in serious trouble, old buddy. If we can't bring it back online, Augustgrad's gonna take a nuclear-sized impact. Mobius Corps soldiers are on the platform now, and those guys are suicidal. Rather die than let us stop them. This ain't good. Sky Shield's not gonna last much longer. At this rate, we've got maybe 10 minutes left till it lands smack dab on our capital.
Your suspicions were correct, Commander. Mobius Corps is disabling the platform's atmospheric stabilizers as we speak.
The damage appears repairable, Hierarch.
Yeah, assuming Mobius Corps leaves anything left to repair. Artanis, if you can clear out those troops, my boys can patch up those stabilizers. That should buy us some extra time.
We must move quickly. It will take the combined power of all 5 stabilizers to halt the platform's descent.
The central stabilizer is nearby. Securing it first will deliver us a staging ground to assault the other 4.
Alright, so Sky Shield, we're getting underway. And this is the mission for all those who've always wanted to do a mission on a, burning up space station that is plummeting through the atmosphere, about to crash into a planet. We've all, had that fantasy before. So here it is. We finally get to do it. And there's a lot of time pressure in this one, so as you can probably already guess, it's going to be a close call.
Cold is the void. For the reckoning. By blood and fire, we shall be reborn.
Mobius Corps is moving against us. Karax, activate the Spear of Adun's weapons cluster.
Additional pylons. Bombardment systems online. Prepare for orbital strike. Orbital strikes can now be fired from the Spear of Adun's command panel, Hierarch. Durability calculations updated.
Commander, your construction vehicles can begin the repairs.
Thanks, Artanis. My boys are putting a sensor tower here. Should alert you if Mobius Corps swings through this area.
Okay, so the first of 5 Sky Shield stabilizers secure. And you notice our clock ticking down in the upper right in the blue box. Each time you secure one of those, you're given a little bit of more time, bonus time, kind of like reaching a checkpoint in a racing game. So that'll help. And then the other big thing is we got our second Spear of Adun ability, Orbital Strike, and I'll say more about that once we actually start using it.
You must
I am detecting an electromagnetic weapon ahead. Its pulse will slowly damage our shields. We should destroy it, if possible. Completing bonus objectives will allow me to improve the Spear of Adun's power level in the future.
I am here in the shadows. It shall be as you say. For the reckoning.
Okay, so destroy the 3 EMP scramblers. That'll be our bonus objectives for this mission. And like Karax was kind of going on about, bonus objectives from this point forward will reward Solarite, which is the resource that you spend on upgrades. And that happens in the solar core of the Spear of Adun. We'll see that once we're back there after this mission. Okay, so here's our first use of Orbital Strike. I'm not a fan of pausing the game while you target, but that's how it works. Boom, pretty cool. You get to target 5 individual strikes. It costs 50 energy, and I believe it's on a 60-second cooldown.
My conjecture was correct. These Solarite reactors can be used to improve the solar core's energy output. I detect 2 more of these devices on the platform. If possible, you should seek them out.
You must construct additional pylons.
Okay, so back home, we're slowly getting our economy saturated, getting some more gateways to happen so we can warp in more units at a time. I think we may have some upgrades on the way, etc. But this is definitely, you know, a race.
Mobius Corps is mobilizing an attack against our nexus point. Rally our defenses.
Cold is the void. I walk the shadowed path.
You may have noticed I have a little probe that just kind of follows us around. That's so he can build pylons, which helps us to warp in reinforcements closer to the action. Could use the Spear of Adun ability, and sometimes I do, but sometimes it's on cooldown, or we don't have enough energy, or we want to save the energy for Orbital Strike, etc., etc.
Sky Shield's descent is rapidly approaching critical. We must repair a stabilizer, quickly.
Cold is the void.
You have not enough minerals.
I walk the shadowed path.
Revising durability estimates.
Nice work. Got a repair crew inbound. Heads up. Looks like Mobius Corps is starting to reinforce the stabilizers. Expect some heavier resistance.
Okay, you see here I'm setting up some static defense in addition to needing precious resources for, more units, better upgrades, more pylons throughout the map to, speed this time pressure mission up. We have to spend resources on static defense because we're about to get hammered pretty hard and throughout the remainder of the mission.
You have not enough minerals.
And another thing that's kind of making this mission hard on me, at least at this point, is I came here immediately after the 3 IR missions, which we didn't have to do. You may have noticed on our travel screen we could have gone to Shakuris, and a lot of people go to Shakuris for the 4th and 5th mission, but I didn't do it, and I'll talk about why I didn't later. But that is something that's making this extra hard, is that we don't have a lot of cool units or technology upgrades or Spear of Adun stuff going on. that would otherwise make this mission more easy had we chosen to do it later in the mission progression.
You have not enough minerals.
I walk the shadowed path. You require my skill.
Mobius Core is deeply entrenched in that location. An orbital strike would help weaken their defenses. A warning, Hierarch. If we do not repair Sky Shield soon, we will be unable to stop its descent.
Okay, I lost all my units there. Wasn't able to break that
The shadowed
stabilizer position, but just gonna get right back at it and finish it up.
A third stabilizer has been cleared of enemy forces.
Gotcha. Repairs underway.
I walk the shadowed
Man,
path.
you're sure pissing Mobius Core off. A lot of troops guarding the stabilizers. Make sure you got enough forces to engage.
Your probes are under attack. You have not enough.
I am here in the shadows. Voice of the eclipse. Real. I am here in the shadows. Very well. I walk the shadowed path. Very wise. I am the voice of the eclipse. Very well. It shall be as you say. I am the voice of the eclipse. I am here in the shadows. I walk the shadow path.
Upgrade complete.
Warping aboard the Solarite reactor now.
Very well. I serve for now. I walk the shadowed path.
Impact imminent. I recommend repairing a stabilizer as soon as possible.
You require my skills. I am the voice of the eclipse. Blades meet the enemy.
Base is under attack.
Durability calculations updated.
Only one stabilizer still remains in enemy hands. We must make haste. Base is under attack.
Okay, so hanging on by a thread, a lot going wrong in this mission, which tends to be the case because of the time pressure and whatnot. I wiped on the last stabilizer, so I have to rebuild. And then in defending my base with the orbital strike on those siege tanks, 2 of them were out of view, so I missed them. And then they wreaked havoc on our defense. So yeah, it's just it's getting a lot harder before it's getting easier, Dev, and things are coming to a scary end. That said, check this out. I've added 4 more warp gates so we can get 8 units at a time. So we're going to be able to build up pretty quickly in these last few seconds. And we only have 1 of each objective left. 1 more stabilizer for the main objective and destroy 1 more EMP scrambler for the bonus. So we're actually still in this game, believe it or not. We just need to, focus, put our head down, and go for broke.
Impact coming shortly. We should secure another stabilizer.
So you see there, I had started to send people back to defend, but like I said, at this point, we got to go for broke. Our base is lost.
I walk the shadow. Base is under attack. Your base is under attack.
You require my skills. I am the voice of the eclipse.
Our pylon is under attack.
Your probes are under attack. The final Solarite reactor is being warped aboard now. I will begin installing them as soon as possible. Our time is nearly gone. We must secure a stabilizer, quickly!
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Your probes are under attack. Friend Raynor, Sky Shield has been stabilized, and Mobius Core is retreating.
Admiral Horner will take control of the station from here. Gotta say, I owe you big time for this one, partner.
All right, another close call. I don't need to say it and keep saying it. This is just how we roll, Big Dev. Sky Shield complete. StarCraft II Legacy of the Void. We'll see you in the next episode.